y'all, today we are working on Notes 39. This is the composition of functions. So the composition of functions is helping us find an equation when I'm composing. What that means, or what I'm going to see, is something that looks like this. I know it says kind of like fog, you might think. We actually read this as f of g of x. So f of g of x. We can also write it like this, where we see the g is inside the f equation. So we've been used to this as we plug things in, but what it really means is the g of x function is going to be the input. So everywhere you see x, we're going to substitute in the inside function. And then finally, our second step is to simplify. So they tell us our three equations here, f, g, and h. And they want us to find f of g of x. So what that means is I'm going to find f of g of x. I'm going to take the g of x equation and I'm going to plug it into the f of x function. So if I'm thinking about this with colors, I'm going to take this orange and put it inside the purple. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the f equation. The f equation is 2x plus 7. Everywhere I see x, instead of x, I'm going to take out the x and I'm going to write in the g of x equation. So for this case, it would be 2 of these things plus 7. So the things are x's, but I want to put, instead of x, I want to put the g of x equation, negative 3x minus 8. So I'm taking out this x and I'm putting in g of x. That way, come on, little dude. That way I took out the x, I put in the g of x, and then now I just have to simplify. So 2 times negative 3x is 6x, 2 times negative 8 is negative 16, plus 7. So I have 6x, put those together, get negative 9. That would be my final answer for f of g of x. Let's try this again with g of f of x. So it looks like it's a little backwards, but we're going to take the f equation. I'm going to use a different color for f. Let's say green. Take the f equation and put it in the g equation. So I'm going to write the g equation. The g equation is this, negative 3x minus 8. Instead of x, I'm going to go ahead and substitute in the f of x equation. So I'm going to take f of x, which is 2x plus 7 instead of that x. And I'm going to bring down my g equation. So negative 3 goes here, and the minus 8 goes there. From there, I have to simplify. 3 times negative 2, or negative 3 times 2 is negative 6. Negative 3 times that, negative 21, minus 8. Combined, we get negative 6x minus 29. Right, so here we put in the whole entire equation instead of the x, right? And then here we just simplify. Starting, I guess, on that step. All right. Let's look at two more. So it says f of h of x. So I'm going to take the f equation, right? And the f equation is 2x plus 7. And then it says here that we want to put in h of x instead. So we're going to take this one. We're going to plug it in everywhere we see x, which is right here. So I have 2 of these things plus 7. The things, of course, are the purple h of x squared plus 4x. So I'm going to simplify now. I have here 2x squared and here plus 4x plus 7. That would be my final answer because it's the simplified version. And then finally, we have one more. So we're going to take f of x and we're going to put it inside h. So I'm going to start with h. The h equation is x squared plus 4x. everywhere I see an x, I'm going to replace it. So here I see an x squared plus 4 times that x, right? In this function, it says that we want to get the f of x equation. So that is right here. So everywhere I see x, I'm going to exchange it for 2x plus 7. And then this one here, 2x plus 7. This one's a little bit more difficult to simplify. So here, this part, I have a box, foil box, so 2x plus 7 times 2x plus 7, because there are 2 of them. I'm going to do 2x times 2x is 4x squared. 7 times 12x is 14x. 2x times that is 14x. 7 times 7, 49. So that in that box there is going to be 4x squared plus 28x. That's 14 plus 14 plus 49. Right? I'm also going to do this part here. So I'm going to distribute in plus 8x, and in here plus 28. Finally, I'm going to combine my like terms. 4x squared plus 28 and 8 is 36x. 49 and 28 would be 77. That would be my final answer. Okay. So ultimately they're asking a question, does the order matter? Like, is f of g of x the same as g of f of x? And as we can see above here, in both this example and the example above, if we look at the two, they give us totally different answers. Some similarities, but definitely different. So the order matters. Yes, it does. Right? Because the equations are different. That is all we have for today. Enjoy assignment 39. Right? Yeah, enjoy assignment 39. Thanks, guys.